Climate change is a human rights issue. It's a human rights concern, in my opinion. And so there are people that are on the front line of the crisis. And we know living in the Caribbean, this issue doesn't impact us all equally. We're already facing the impacts, but they're even more disastrous for people who are on the front line, who have already lost their livelihoods, and community who continue to be on this sacrifice zones where we build our houses and our businesses and so on. So this is an issue of justice at its very core. And I believe that the climate impact, it really impacts all other issues of injustices. And so in order for me to advocate for human rights, I really believe that we need to advocate for a livable planet. And we see how these issues of injustices are all influenced negatively when we have environmental imbalances. Yes. So at its very core, the Breadfruit Collective aim to unpack the issues of climate and environmental injustices, gender justice at its very core. And we know that this is all linked back to human rights. And so all of the issues that we advocate for usually has an human rights impact at its core. So I would say right now, some of the things that we have that we're working on to execute, we have a number of campaigns that ranges from the Escazú Agreement to abortion access. There is work around mental health and youth development, empowerment of young people, specifically with our Dear Future Women program that really aim to bring a space for young women specifically to understand and be in a space whereby they can develop their leadership, especially if they're interested in human rights concerns. There's also a number of expos and public events that we host. For example, recently, every year we have our annual menstrual expo. And again, these issues may seem isolated, but I try really hard to bridge that connection between human rights and the climate issues. And I really believe as well that partnership and collaboration is really necessary. So throughout the work that we do, we aim to continue building with allies within Guyana and also across the Caribbean. I really want to see closer collaboration on projects, especially sharing best practices, writing, and data collection. We always say that this is something that's lacking in the region.